Okay, we have a new mission, but more importantly, we have R&D option now, which is research, and yeah, we can research razor wire probably, or legs, arms, body, and brain. You need body level 2 to be able to equip level 2 arms, legs, or brain, so uh, at least I think you do. So because you do need a body before you can get any other cybernetics. So body is the most important one. We do have the razor wire, so why research it? I think there's it's basically there's some kind of a failure mechanism attached to using unresearched equipment. You can use them, but it is not. You'll be more efficient at it if you research it, and some items you don't get if you haven't researched. Naturally, we don't have body level 2 until someone researches or legs level 2 or arms level 2. I think I'll keep the razor wire even though I haven't researched it. I doubt we'll need it really, but it's something very different from any other weapon. At least as far as I can know. So it could be used to lay traps, get us out of sticky situations we might have difficulties with. So I think I'll just carry it around if I can. The income shown at the end of the previous mission is the weapons we sold before we took the mission. So you don't get money from completing missions. Auto research, no. Funding. We need to choose something. We have 4 scientists. I think that affects research speed. Completion percentage, we want to aim for 100. Time taken, I think that's in days. Let's take a look. Will you work this thing? Well, I can load. Yeah, razor wire. How do you? Oh, okay. I think this funding is cost per day. So this would be, it would pay 10,000 each day, and it would take 10 days to research razor wire. With 20,000 we can drop it to 6 to 7 days. How about with 5,000? Yeah, 20 days. So I don't see any point researching below this. On the other hand, if we raise it further, there's diminishing returns. Doubling the money does not cut the speed in half. I'm not going to research razor wire. I just wanted to see. Body is more important. We can't really afford body modifications now, but it also takes a lot of time to research them, so I'd rather get started now. We have to commit to at least 20,000, and I think that's probably the best we can afford anyway. We have 56,000 credit, and every day costs 20,000, so 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. We will probably even need a little bit more. I think I need to sell equipment. I certainly can't afford to buy any new ones. I'm selling Uzis again. What the basic strategy is to trying to fight some weak enemies at the start of the mission to get our weapons back, and this would allow us to keep 5,000. So a razor wire is 10,000 normally. That's quite expensive. I think I'll keep the razor wire. Not all that powerful. It's still more powerful than the Uzi. And the energy consumption is the same. We'll see. It's probably fairly useless for some time, I would imagine. But in certain situations it could be a lifesaver. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, our new agent names, by the way, are O'Hara, Tully, Fernandez, and Lamar. I can't change them manually, and the game sort of randomly picks them, which is probably a good thing. Let's see what our new missions are. Okay, there's gunfire and an explosion against group of agents in white robes. That's what it appears. City surveillance camera recording. Okay, drop sites Detroit IML link. Gateway to attacked ground station. We could buy for 2,500 net scan information. I'm not gonna do that. What's the mission? Priority 1 emergency. Orders. Detroit. Seek out members of the Church of the New Epoch and terminate them. Neutralize category unguided citizens. Attention, Executive Bob. The font is terrible to read. I am Utopia Agent Maritz, Eurocorp Intelligence. The situation is critical. Utopia has been attacked. The Eurocorp information infrastructure has been fundamentally compromised. Emergency procedure has been initiated. I'm transferring all Eurocorp commands decisions to the backup AI immediately. I will relay its analysis and orders to you. I repeat, Supreme Eurocorp Command is being transferred to the London Artificial Intelligence. Its primary standing order is to rebuild Utopia from first principles if necessary. London AI is already making its initial assessment of the situation. The formulation of missions will follow. You will direct agents to execute these missions. The general situation looks bad. A global attack has been launched on the Syndicate. Detroit's Utopia AI was targeted and my counterpart there eliminated. Detroit's attackers released a sophisticated virus into Utopia. Failsafes aren't activating. However the virus works, it's shifting from AI to AI faster than we can track it. A completely unauthorized group calling itself the Church of the New Epoch claims responsibility for the virus. They call it Harbinger. It is Harbinger which is causing the exponential rise in chip dropouts. The Church of the New Epoch has also begun a propaganda campaign inciting violence against Eurocorp, which is being transmitted on hijacked Utopia channels. The most zealous followers of this so-called church refer to themselves as disciples and can be distinguished by caped body armor. So we're up against, I guess, enemies that are comparable to our own capabilities. Accept. Yeah. There's not much we can do. I'm hoping, well, I'm hoping since these are still early missions, I don't have to spend money on equipment, and there will be enough easy targets within most missions that I can sort of have one guy armed and then loot weapons from enemies. I'm also somewhat careful in selling equipment because if it's useful, we'll just have to buy it back maybe later again, and it'll cost twice the amount of money we have got from selling it. So if we have intention of maybe keeping a weapon long term, it doesn't make much sense of selling it unless we expect to find multiples of the same weapon again and again and again. So Uzis are probably safe to sell. We'll have to see what weaponry the disciples are carrying. But let's see. Let's see how we do. From this point on, I don't have much of a concept what the missions will entail. So I have played this game some in the past, but I have no recollection about any of the missions. None, zero, not at all. And even the first mission I played, it didn't feel familiar at all. So it pretty much feels like I'm playing this for the first time. I do have one advantage, and I think that's mainly in the R&D. And I know somewhat about the money situation, and I know R&D is where you want to put your money basically to get everything researched as fast as possible. And other is money. You need to try to squeeze as much money out of this game as you can. Otherwise, you can very easily run out of money to do your research. And there's a limited amount of missions, so if you start to fudge up, stop your research without being able to progress as much as you thought, you're going to be potentially in a very bad situation when the end of the game starts to approach, because you don't have the needed technologies and you're facing people who have everything. In most missions you are outnumbered. That's the nature of the game. So if you can't even stand on equal footing to them, you're screwed. So managing the research at least half competently is I feel the prerequisite to successfully playing this game. And there's nothing really to indicate it if you just start playing the game, which is unfortunate in my opinion. It probably leads to you being able to play this game for a long time, and then with the difficulty curve starting to get higher and higher and higher. I'm not saying the game is impossible at that point, but you're making it more difficult for yourself than it really needs to be.